Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome once again to your channel Computer Science with Meena Dogra. In this video, I am all set to explain three more functions of statistics module in Python, and they are multimode function, median low function, and median high function. In the previous part, I had taken up the explanation of three functions like mean, median, and mode. I will share the link in this video's description. Do watch the video for a better understanding of this one. Fine, so let's get started with this video. My first function that is scheduled for this video, it's like statistics.multimode function. So multimode function, this is what I'm going to explain now. So this function is we did mode function. Now try and understand what is multimode. It returns a list. First of all, it is going to be with a return value that is a list. Its return value will be a list of the most frequently occurring values from discrete, that is numeric, or nominal, that is non-numeric data stored in data sets such as list, tuple, string, etc. So like mode we all did in the last part also, that it gives us the most frequently occurring or repeated value from this from various Python sequences. And what makes mode and multimode different is that they work with numeric data as well as non-numeric data. Then if there are multiple modes, fine, if there is only one mode, then that will be returned inside a list. But if there are multiple modes, then this function will return a list containing all the modes in order of their appearance. So if your sequence contains multiple repeated values like that are repeating for the same number of times, then you will get all of them inside a list in the order of their appearance in the sequence. Again, another difference is that if you give it an empty list or an empty sequence, if you give it an empty sequence, then this function returns an empty list. It will not throw statistics error. Fine, so let's dive into the practical demonstration of this video. I'll once again import statistics module and I'll alias it for the sake of ease. I'll name it S, and now I'll make a list first. I'll make two lists and I'll give it some values. See, I've repeated 2 over here. Fine, I've repeated 2. 2 is appearing twice in this list. Okay, now I'll write S dot mode. Had I written S dot mode, let's quickly recall mode also, so that the comparison is in front of you. Mode would have returned 2. Fine. Now let's check what multimode will return. Because 2 is appearing 2 number of times, twice it's appearing in this list. So that's the most frequently occurring element of this list, multimode. Now see, this also returns 2, but the return value is a list. Because 2 is appearing twice, all other elements are appearing once. 2 is the maximum number of times appearing element. So mode will return the value directly, whereas multimode will return the value which is repeating maximum number of times inside a list. Now let's make another list, and here I will put up I'll take such an example where I'll be taking 2 modes. Fine. So let me take one more mode, 3, 4. So now in this example, you can clearly see that there are like 3 modes. 1, it is appearing twice, 2 is appearing twice, and 4 is appearing twice. Now suppose I call mode method now. So mode does what? Mode will give us the element which is most repeated element which is appearing first of all. So like all 1, 2 and 4, they are appearing twice, but 1 is appearing first. Okay, that is why it is giving me the answer as 1. How about using multi-mode on L2? Now, when I use multi-mode on L2, I get all the modes inside a list. So this is the difference between mode and multi-mode. If there is only one mode, that is the answer, but in case of multi-mode, it is returned in the form of a list. If there are more than one modes, then mode returns the mode which appears first, whereas multimode will return all the modes inside a list in order of appearance. This also you have to bear in mind, like 1 followed by 2 followed by 4. This is the order in which they were appearing. So in order of appearance, this is going to get, we are going to get this. You can even try it out with a tuple. Fine, you are going to get the same thing. I'm not using it on a set or a dictionary as of now, because they in dictionary the keys are unique, and in case of set also all the elements are unique. Now let me just use this with a string. So like I take a string S1 and I place some repeated values in it. So like let me take A, B, B, B and C. So this is a string, and let me just invoke the mode method on this string. So there I'll get, like, most appearing element is B, so my answer will be B. Okay, but if I like call multimode on it, I'll get B still, but it will come inside a list. Fine. So the return value is a list. Again, if I take a string with multiple modes A, B, B, C, C and D. Fine. So if I were to invoke mode method on S2, I'll get A, because A, B and C both have to, they're appearing twice, but A is appearing first of all. So I'll get A as the answer. On the other hand, if I will take multi-mode, I'll get all three modes like A, B, C in order of appearance inside a list. So this is multi-mode. Fine. And I have even shown you how they differ, how it differs from mode. Next function would be median underscore low function. So we did median function, which returns the middle value of data. And in case there were two middle, in median, if the number of data points is odd, we get the exact middle value. Whereas if the number of data points is even, we get an average of the two middle values. Fine. And I just want to just share one more thing before I proceed with median low. What happens if I give an empty sequence to multimode? Like say suppose I'll just put an empty list. Now I don't get statistics error. Fine. And even if I get an empty string, I don't get statistics error, whereas mode used to throw statistics error if like an empty sequence was given to it. Fine. So this also you have to remember very nicely. Now let's come to median low. Median underscore low. Fine. So this is again a variation of median function, and I have taken median underscore low as well as median underscore high, and I'll be explaining both of them parallelly. So like what does this function do? It returns the low median, or that is the middle value of data, which can be a sequence like list, tuple, set, all storing numeric values or keys of a dictionary in case they are numeric. So it works only with numeric data. Same for median underscore high. Fine. Now what happens when you have, like, this function will also sort the content, the sequence, before finding out the median. So that happens automatically. I explained this in the previous video also. So what happens if the data points are odd, number of data points is odd, it is very easy to take out the middle value, that is exactly the central value. So this is the same as median method, but here lies the difference. If the number of data points is even, then what median low, as the name itself is suggesting, it is going to return the smaller of the two middle values. So in case of median, we used to get the average of the two middle values. Here we are going to get the smaller of the two middle values. And in case of median high, everything is same, but we get the high median now. So if the number of data points is odd, we get the middle value. That's simple, very simple to understand. But if the number of data points is even, then the list will be internally sorted, whichever sequence, if you are not giving it a sorted sequence. And now you're going to get the larger of the two middle values, as the name itself is suggesting. Fine. So high median and low median, this is how they derive their names. And the common point of error is that if the data set is empty, you get statistics error, and if you are giving it a sequence with non-numeric values, you get type error. Fine. So this is same over here also. So let me just quickly explain it to you with a comparison with mean also. So let me just take this I'll make another list. Now I'll take a list with sorted values. You all know that it will sort the data contents also. Fine. So now let's call L1 dot S dot median, and I pass it L1. Fine. So the number of data points is odd. I get the middle value, that is 3. Fine. And I'll also invoke now median underscore low. Here also the number of data points is even, so I get the middle value, and I'll also get the same output in case of median underscore high, because the central point is 3. So here the output will not change. You will get to know the difference when you pass it a sequence with odd number of values. Now see what happens. I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, sorry, even number of elements. Now I have even number of elements in this list. Here if I give median of L2, I get the average of the two middle values, which 3 plus 4, that is 7 by 2. I get 3.5 as the answer. Fine. So in case of even data points, you get the average of the two middle values. Now let's check what happens if I am giving median underscore low and if I'm using median underscore low with L2. Fine. So the two middle values are 3 and 4. The lowest of them is the 3. So that will be my output. Fine. There are two middle values. The lowest of them is 3. I get 3 as the output. And if I were to give median underscore high, then what will I get? I am sure you must have guessed it by now. I'll get 4 this time, because that is the highest of the two middle values, the larger of the two middle values. And what is definitely going to remain the same, the errors will remain the same. You get statistics error with an empty list. Any sequence you can use, because I've explained it very nicely in the first part. So I'm not repeating them. You can try it out with tuples. You can try it out with sets. You can try it out with dictionaries having numeric keys. And similarly, if I get use median underscore high with an empty list, I get statistics error. Now let's check what happens if I give it median method a list with some numeric values or a mix of both. So I get type error. Fine, because it doesn't work with non-numeric data, and same is going to happen with median underscore low, type error, and same is going to happen with median underscore high, that is it will not accept any data which is not numeric. Here also I get type error. So you try it out on tuples, as I've said. Try it out. I have explained it very nicely in the first part. Do watch the first part and this part, and then you can share your feedback. And if there are any queries, do mention them in the comment section. I will be more than happy to receive your feedback. And if you like this video, do share it, do like it, and do consider subscribing to my channel in case you are not a subscriber already. Okay, so till we meet again, children, happy learning. God bless you. I hope these three functions are absolutely clear. I'll be back with another video soon. Take care. God bless you. Bye bye.